How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Metroplex Bass Addicts video. This video is going to be part 2 of our trip out on Lake Fork with the Lake Fork guide, Mike McFarland. Just like in the last video from last week, if you saw last week's video, I'll have all of his information in the description below. So definitely make sure to check him out if you're going out to Lake Fork and you're kind of new to the area and wanting to learn how to fish it, or just how to bass fish in Texas in general. He's a great teacher, but great guide, great teacher. We had a lot of fun. If you saw last week's video, you've already seen that, and you'll see that in this video. But this is part 2. We caught enough fish that day that we split the video into 2 parts. So if you haven't seen part 1, go back, watch last week's video on part 1. But other than that, let's get into it.
I think I like it.
So where are you casting marina parking lot to the white?
Yep. And that boat, as long as that boat's there. Yeah. Kind of in the back. We're all right.
First cast.
Come on. Hey, please.
Feels better.
Hey, come on, bud. Damn. Dadgummit.
I don't even think he got the hook.
Looked good. That fish looked like it had some shoulders.
Yeah. Dang it. Well,
First cast.
no, I don't know for sure anymore, but I know last time my dad said the dad pulled up to 13.
Oh, wow.
So from the flood. So.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, not good.
That's sad. Yep.
Watch the rod get awful hook at the right.
Yeah.
The big one.
Halfway decent.
How about that? How about them for apples, cheese, and jacks? That's not a bad fish.
Just get a peek of that. Look at that. Oh, look at that, by the way. Yeah, no. You know why? There's only one reason why. You rotated your hips. You just rotated your hips.
So watch your fingers. Yeah, I'm sure that won't ever leave you. Oh, that's right. You missed her once, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I like it.
That's finally a fish. Now let's see if he stays on. Let's go there again.
Hello, my friend. I think you ate that thing.
Yeah, we got it.
Got that sucker that time, little boy. It might cost you a tooth tonight. Just might cost you. Might be lucky.
There you go.
We're catching them all, big and small. So, throwing a Snapchat. Had to throw the Snapchat up on the top of this reef. Now we're a little tighter. Hook up on top, and I'll be darned if about a 6-pound fish don't get on. When it jumps, he says, "I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry, son." He must have said, "I'm sorry" 100 times while he's fighting this fish. Hey, me? That's crazy. Might get a little bit better. Back off. Here you go. A little bigger. So, anyways, where this ends up looking. Anyways, he's fighting with the fish and he's saying, "I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry, son. I'm so sorry, son." Get the fish, he doesn't even want pictures. Go. Sure sucks, and I caught 6 pounds back. For whatever reason, I don't know why, wasn't good enough to put the rod back down. He made another catch. That's business. Put 4 mile up too.
Yeah.
One guy wanted quality product, and eventually the other guy wanted money. So they sent it to China so that they could make $10 a bait instead of $2 a bait. Profit.
Yeah.
I'm spitballing here. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Sent it to China to make a lot of money. Yeah. Now everything's junk. Spinner baits fall apart while you're fighting 5-pounders. Jerk baits in your box swell up, you don't even get to use them.
Got him.
Come on, good.
little better.
Healthy fish. A little fat football. They're probably both living, but. Damn!
On the jig? On the shaky head.
Shaky head. Get you. Come on.
I hate that. Picture right there.
I had a white bass a few weeks ago get me in the side of the leg.
You can actually get a really nasty infection and there's skin disease. I can't remember what it's called. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the EVO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Evos. It's a one. You don't have 4 hands in the mix.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 big companies trying to make a profit. Why? Here's the real reason why it's double the price. 2 companies, 2 pros. Everyone wants their profit.
Okay. That's why Evergreen jackhammer, I guess, right? Z-Man and Evergreen are two.
Yeah, correct. If you go by an Evergreen, on one corner it says Z-Man, on the other corner it says Evergreen.
Right.
Down the bottom it says Brett Height and Marine Cell.
Yeah.
Okay? So Evergreen wants their cut, Z-Man wants their cut, 2 pros will pay,
Yeah.
double the price.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So that's why Z-Man,
Made the EVO.
they made the Evo, and they call it Evergreen.
Yeah. It's a good big thing.
Come on big, please, I want a big one. I want a freak, I want an 8 burner.
It's probably 2.
Got him, you know.
Yeah. That's why I gotta put that shaky head back on.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing with this little feller? It's a clown show.
He just all of a sudden started coming up.
Fast.
Nobody like came up a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt, I use what I say.
Yeah.
I had a guy years ago. When I first started talking about shellbed fishing. No, it's the wind.
Yeah.
The wind and then that case that we put it on, I think dampens the microphone a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure. You don't really use any of the audio anyways, right? Not really.
We do.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we try to. Yeah, I mean, we're not super dependent on it.
So you can overlap audio, right? You say when you're doing your
Yeah.
editing, we
Yeah,
just
we'll
got
just-
this fish here. Or...
Yeah. Or we'll do a quick cutout and just explain what we were doing.
Sure. Show the catch and then zoom in on you guys to talk about it.
Yeah. We did buy, like, when we interviewed you at the Classic, we had the mics. We bought those right before the Classic for that.
Nice.
And we're gonna start hopefully using those soon, especially on windier days.
Right, where you're wearing the mic.
Yeah, exactly. So that we can start getting more audio in the videos.
Sure, because you can catch some of the excitement.
Yeah. But we came out here, I don't know, March, April, and had a pretty good day fishing in Cheney, and thought we were running the microphone all day, and then turns out, no, we didn't run the microphone,
We
but we
had
had the receiver
audio
plugged in.
jack plugged into the camera though, so the camera was trying to pick up that jack the entire time. So
And
it was just static audio.
The microphone, I think, was like at his house.
Yes.
Really good.
We're doing good for numbers, baby. Yeah, now we're getting bigs. And now we're getting bigger and bigger.
Finally get a picture.
I mean, what do we got? We got a dozen fish at least, right?
Oh,
yeah.
we've got more than that. Yeah. Nope, not bad. First, you guys need to go right back. First good one of the day. Okay. You want me down here or up on the back step? Gotcha. Nice. There you go.
Unless you guys can fish. You know when you're getting bit for the most part.
Appreciate it.
Tell me too.
I'm telling you, that helps a lot.
Like sometimes like
Uneven heartbeat. So our vet told us, like, she should be fine, but like the chance of her just like dying randomly is always there.
out of the blue.
She's 6 or 7 years old. But...
Come on, man. That is just quite as big as the last one.
Decent.
Oh,
Go.
Catching up the...
Yeah, pretty much right at the pump station. All right, everyone. So as you guys saw, pretty awesome day on Lake Fork with Mike McFarland. Really can't complain. It was a grade A experience with him all the way through. He was great to talk to. He answered all our questions. He really took time to teach us about what we were doing and not just, take us to the fish and say cast there. It was more in depth than that. So we really appreciate you, Mike. If you're watching this, we really appreciate you. And we appreciate you for letting us film. Great time, just to kind of, if you saw the first video, you saw this, but just to kind of explain what we were doing. We were basically fished offshore all day long, 10 to 18 feet of water, probably mostly around 15 feet. And we basically fished shellbed points all day with the wind blowing on them in that depth zone. And we drug a shaky head with like a fat finesse worm and I believe it was a 3/4 ounce football jig on those areas. And that was pretty much it. I think those were the only 2 baits we caught fish on, and that's all we did all day was just drag shellbeds. Not exactly sure how many we caught, but we know it was probably at least 15 to 20 or more. So a really good day for summer fishing. The main reason we went out with Mike was to learn how to fish offshore better in the summer. We're pretty good at fishing offshore in the winter and spring, but we struggle with it in the summer and fall. Don't know why. I think we just aren't as confident in how they set up in the summer and fall like we are in the winter and spring. We just kind of understand the winter and spring and how they move that time of year better. And we are a lot more comfortable fishing both shallow and offshore in the winter and spring than we are in the summer and fall. So that was the main reason we went out there with Mike, was just to get, a lesson in how to catch them and find them offshore in the summertime and just build confidence in it. If you guys saw last week's video and you watched it all the way through, you may have noticed that I said in that video that we had a tournament coming up on Fork the week after, a couple days from when I released that video, a week after our trip. And like I said in that video, it was kind of a messed up situation where we didn't know that we were going to have that tournament when we booked the guide trip. We booked the guide trip several months in advance, kind of back in March when we had talked to Mike at the Bassmaster Classic, and then found out that they were having this tournament on Fork, just like a month and a half ago, I think, from right now, way after we had already booked and paid for the guide trip. So, like I said in last week's video, we reached out to the tournament director before, right after we got off the water with Mike McFarland, told them the exact same situation, what exactly happened, and, left it up to them if we could fish the tournament or not. And we told them we totally understand if we can't. They said they didn't have any no info or off limits rules and that we were good to go. Try to make the videos easy for everyone in the public to see exactly what we were doing and kind of figure out where we might be, just so everyone has access to that information, because we like to teach you guys too. But they let us fish the tournament, and that'll be next week's video. Y'all will see that we just fished it a couple days, or yesterday as I'm filming this. So you guys will see how we did in that. But one thing you'll also notice in that in next week's video is that Ian and I took it upon ourselves to take it a step further, just to make sure that there was no foul play. Even though we could have totally went out and just fished what Mike took us to in the tournament all day and just taken his spots and just ran with it. We made sure that we didn't fish a single area or a single spot that he took us to during our day with him, and we didn't even have a shaky head or a 3/4 ounce football jig tied on. You'll see in the tournament video next week, we spent almost 90% of the day in less than 5 feet of water fishing grass. And then the one offshore spot that we do end up fishing in that video is a roadbed that we found months ago, back in the winter time that we were catching fish on. So we didn't fish a single spot that we fished with Mike McFarland in the tournament, and we didn't even tie on any of the baits that we used with him. So we tried to make sure that we did not do anything that we did with the guide on the tournament day. So you'll see that in next week's video if you pay attention to where we're fishing and what we're doing. In next week's video versus this video and last week's video, it'll be pretty easy to see that and yeah, other than that, you know, Lake Fork's always a great time. We're always happy to be out there. It's one of our favorite lakes, maybe our favorite lake. And y'all stay tuned. Next week's tournament video is going to be a pretty good one. Y'all just have to stick around and wait and see how we do. But it was pretty good. Appreciate you guys watching this one. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm and this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies but this ain't the loop. This ain't the truth. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable, cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my tote, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see